Now, a lot of my longtime fans here are probably going to have a lot of deja vu when watching this video because this is basically going to be the same exact video that I made when Amy Coney Barrett was appointed to the Supreme Court, and then another video I made when Roe versus Wade was overturned. And that is, I hear right now a lot of people saying, like, oh, this is the conservatives in the Supreme Court wielding their power, sticking up for a guy like Donald Trump. What has gone on yesterday and this impunity of power that has been given to the Chief Justice, not the Chief Justice, the Supreme Commander, whatever you want to call the President of the United States now. I know a lot of people are calling him like a God King now because it doesn't seem like they can be prosecuted for anything based on what the Supreme Court just rendered yesterday. Here's the thing. I always go back to why any of this is even happening to begin with. And that is three key names: Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Okay? I'll start with the first one, Barack Obama. When he was in office, Justice Scalia passed away in February, okay, of Barack Obama's final year in office in February. So from February to the first part of January, basically Barack has to pick someone to fill that Supreme Court seat. So he picks Merrick Garland. And he says, here's Merrick, take a vote on him, Senate. And Mitch McConnell's like, no, we're not going to vote on that. Why? Because we're not. Why? Because they want to take a chance of, if Donald Trump gets into office, we'll have him fill that seat and we'll get a conservative justice there. So knowing this, Barack Obama doesn't force his hand. He doesn't push the issue. He just goes, okay, well, you know what? Hillary's probably going to win. And then, she'll fill the seat. Then we all know what happened with the Hillary thing. But, okay, let me just back up to Barack for a second here, okay? Now, I know a lot of the common refuting at the time was that it doesn't matter how much Barack Obama pushed or who he picked, whatever. There is no way that Mitch McConnell was going to allow Senate to vote on whoever Barack picked to be the next Supreme Court justice to fill Justice Scalia's seat. Bullshit. There is a price for everything, and politics is a game that, if played correctly, you get what you want done. Barack Obama could have stuck to his guns and said, bitch, what do you mean you ain't gonna take a vote? But I ain't gonna sign anything you put on my desk. You wanna play hardball right back. But no, he's a pussy. And he sat there and he let this happen. You mean you're gonna let Mitch McConnell tell you no? You have a year left to fill that seat. Because you're arrogant. You thought Hillary was going to win and she didn't. You bitch. So then we get to Hillary Clinton. Of course, one of the most deplorable possible funny that's a word that she used against the Trump voters. One of the most deplorable possible candidates. And I don't know how you could see this as such a shoo-in, Barack. Like, I know the confidence was high that Hillary was going to win. Number one, she's a disgusting human being. And two, she's a woman. Now, I know you could say, oh, well, what are you, sexist archfiend? Like, no, like, let's call a spade here. People want to act like, oh, there's no difference between men and women. Women get the same opportunities, blah, blah, blah. No, there's people that will flat out not vote for Hillary because she's a woman. Like, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle. There's people that are just not going to vote for a woman, no matter how rose-colored shades you want to live your life wearing. It's just not a day and an age where a woman is just going to wholeheartedly get everyone's vote, even if they're on the same side of the aisle that they see ideologically. Okay? So, of course, Hillary loses. Trump gets into office. Trump gets not one seat to replace with the Scalia, not two, but three. And the third seat was filled with Amy Coney Barrett when Trump had 3 months left in office. He basically showed you what Obama should have done. Now, I know it's different because obviously Mitch McConnell isn't going to refute his Trump's candidate at that point. But the bottom line is there was a lot of hell raising saying like he's only got 12 weeks left before the election. No, we can't allow him to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I skipped over Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'll get back to her in a second. Oh, we can't let him fill Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat. He's only got 12 weeks left to election. No, we can't. It happened. And he got it done. He got his candidate out there, rushed the vote. In fact, I think it was more like 10 weeks. 12 might be extended a little too far. And that's the thing. Trump did what Barack should have done with almost 3 times the amount of time. Trump gets it done. Because the Republicans aren't as big of pussies as the DNC is. And Ruth Bader Ginsburg here, okay, when she got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, there was about 2 years and change left in Barack Obama's presidency. If she would have just said, my days are numbered, I'm not playing around with this. When you have pancreatic cancer, your odds of survival beyond a year are very slim. Very slim. Okay? Now, I know she lived like a little over 2 years, but no, it was more than 2 years. Wait, whatever. She basically had a death sentence. Anyway, once you got stricken with that, she knew her days were numbered. Why didn't she just say, you know what? Let's not play games. Shit may happen. Benghazi Part 3 may happen, and Hillary's candidacy will just go up in flames. Let me just step aside. But no. Old crusty bitches like that are stuck on that power cock have to just sit there and be like, I'm not leaving my chair until I die. Thanks a lot. You died while Trump was in office. Way to go. So, I ask you, are you really upset with the decisions that the Supreme Court is making right now because a conservative Republican put more conservatives on the court? Or are you more upset that the Democrats that had a chance to make sure none of this would have happened could have just stepped up and got the jobs done themselves? Well, there's not much Hillary could have done. She's just such a disgusting human being that she could have started farting rainbows and people still wouldn't have voted for her. Anyway, as a progressive that has no other chance but to back these Democratic idiots, it just pisses me off that they are such pussies. And this is what we got. Hell yeah, Trump ain't going to get prosecuted for anything now. Everything is going to be seen as part of an official duty. Yeah, I did that. It was part of an official duty. Oh, okay, we can't prosecute you for that. Okay, move along. Oh, you asked for votes from mayors and governors. Oh, the official duty. Move along. Can't prosecute you for that. So yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. Like Trump is going to get away. He might be able to get away with literal murder now. It's great. I'm to the point now where I kind of want Trump to win. Let's be real, because the Democratic Party doesn't deserve to win. They don't deserve to retain power. They don't deserve to replace Supreme Court justices the way they fumbled the ball. This is like watching a team. Just to take it down to a superlative like football. When a team keeps fumbling the damn football, it gets to the point where it's like, these guys don't even deserve to play. They keep giving the ball back to the other team. That's what the Democratic Party is. They're just fumble, interception, fumble. Like Peyton Manning in the playoffs. Oh, let's not get on that. Anyway, so everyone that's upset there with Donald Trump and the people he put into the Supreme Court, look at the reasons why he was even in that position to begin with, and how this, even if just one more justice was put in by Barack Obama, like I said, if Ruth Bader Ginsburg just stepped down when Barack had plenty of time to replace her, none of this would have been an issue. Just that alone. Anyway, I know people are going to go, well, then the vote would have been 5-4, still to pass. But like a lot of this fringe stuff wouldn't have happened. Anyway, And it just pisses me off that so much of the vitriol right now is being just spit at the Republican Party. And I call a spade a spade. I can't stand the Republican Party as much as the next guy, but man, if the Democratic Party wasn't such a pussy, we wouldn't be talking about this today. Anyway, go out and vote and stuff. Vote for the cadaver for the Democratic Party, which I don't know why, but there's still just this small little inkling in my mind that says, like, you know what, maybe he might actually win. But then the majority, the other 99.99% of my brain goes, shut up, idiot. Anyway, let the shit show of this summer of politics continue. Happy early 4th of July. That is all.